India's focus on renewable energy has led to a surge in renewable energy companies getting listed on the Indian Stock Exchange. Now, one such upcoming IPO is ACME Solar Holdings. But is every renewable company hitting the market truly worth the hype? Let's dive in and find out. Now, ACME Solar Holdings is one of India's leading renewable energy companies generating electricity from solar and wind sources. Now, their main operations revolve around developing, constructing, owning and maintaining large-scale renewable energy projects. And the revenue mainly comes from selling electricity to customers, including government-backed projects. Now, as of March 31st, 2024, ACME Solar had already installed 1,320 megawatt of solar projects. In terms of future capacity, the company has a contracted pipeline of 1,650 megawatt, which includes 1,500 in solar projects and 150 in wind projects. Now, coming to the market opportunity. Now, the demand for power in India is projected to grow by 5.5 to 6% over the next 5 years. The renewable energy space has also seen massive growth. As of August 2024, renewable energy installations in India have reached 200 gigawatt, up from just about 63 gigawatt in 2012. Now, solar energy has been the real driver here, jumping from a tiny 0.09 gigawatt in 2012 to 89 gigawatt in 2024. Now, looking ahead, India is committed to producing 40% of its electricity from non-fossil fuel sources by 2030, with a target of 450 gigawatt of renewable energy capacity. Now, this creates plenty of opportunities for companies like ACME Solar. Now, coming to financials. Revenue from operations dropped to 1,319 crores in fiscal year 24, which translates to a negative CAGR of 6% between fiscal year 22 and fiscal year 24. If you look at the year-over-year growth, fiscal year 24 barely showed growth with just a 1.9% increase. Now, EBITDA also took a hit, again reflecting a negative CAGR of 6%, so the core profitability isn't trending upwards. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Now, PAT, which is profit after tax, swung from a loss of 3.2 crores in fiscal year 23 to a profit of 698 crores in fiscal year 24. But keep in mind, this dramatic improvement is mainly due to an extraordinary gain of about 748 crores. So it's not entirely from regular business operations. Now, the debt to equity ratio improved from 3.9 in fiscal year 23 to 2.7 in fiscal year 24, which is a positive sign of better debt management. But even so, the 3-year average is still 3.4, which is relatively high. Now, coming to its competitors. Now, ACME Solar is relatively small in terms of operational capacity and revenue. Also, some of the profit margins you see in their financials come from one-off asset sales rather than ongoing operations. So, is ACME Solar Holdings IPO worth your attention? Well, it's a mixed bag. On one hand, the renewable energy sector in India is buzzing with opportunity, backed by ambitious government targets and strong demand projections. Now, ACME Solar's focus on solar energy and their in-house capabilities for project management are clear strengths, especially in a sector where efficiency matters. However, the financials tell a more cautious story. Revenue and EBITDA have both declined over the last few years, signaling that the core business isn't growing. The big jump in profit for fiscal 24 is largely due to a one-time gain, not a sustainable trend in their operations. Plus, while their debt situation has improved, their net debt to equity ratio still remains on the higher side compared to industry norms, posing a risk if growth doesn't pick up. Overall, the company needs to show consistent operational improvement and revenue growth to be a truly compelling investment. So keep an eye on whether they can convert the market opportunity into sustainable performance. So coming to the IPO details. So ACME Solar is hitting the market with its IPO from November 6th to November 8, 2024. Now, the structure is split into two parts. First, it's a fresh issue of 8.29 crore shares, bringing in 2,395 crores, which will be used to repay debt and general corporate purposes. Then there's an offer for sale totaling 500 crores. Now, about the pricing, it's set between 275 and 289 rupees per share. Now, if you're thinking about investing, the minimum lot size is 51 shares. And in terms of money, you would need at least 14,739 rupees to make an application as a retail investor. Having said that, this is me, Merlin, signing off. Take care and stay invested.
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.